What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again to Football Minutes Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media, hosted by Nick Zion and Stephen G. Fortunately, Stephen will not be here with us today, but yes, we are still live here, and it's a beautiful day, but unfortunately, I have to see snow. Yes, I have to see snow all day today. Snowy is snow everywhere today here in Michigan. But we can still carry on with the show. Snow doesn't stop us from doing what we love doing. Absolutely, we're streaming live on 3 platforms at the same time. So we're lucky wherever you're watching us from, whether X, Twitter, X, Facebook, or YouTube. Do not forget to like, subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. And I'm telling you, you will never forget you did. Table of content to the Chelsea in headline news as Frankie de Jong price tag is revealed. Cole Palmer depth as new KDB and Santos loan update. We break down the latest rumors, analyze the impact, and answer your favorite questions in the comment section below. So, like I said, the main topic is going to be on. We will discuss his 35 million pounds price tag. Chelsea and Manchester United interested into the player are the main potential teams that wants Frankie de Jong. A few accounts have tweeted this. Not the most credible accounts that you could give credit to, but there are people out there that have tweeted this. But I always say on my platform, where two or more rumors, any rumor, there's a little bit of truth in it. So we gotta bet and look into it and see what the truth is. And also, we're gonna analyze the Cole Palmer strength, see if indeed he's the new Kevin De Bruyne comparison performance in the future at Chelsea Football Club. Andrew Santos update, also discuss his failed at Forest and now on loan. He will be on loan to Strasbourg at the moment. But then there's so many things also with Andrew Santos. New Strasbourg move is developing. He hasn't signed a contract yet, but yesterday he was supposed to sign the loan contract with the French team Strasbourg. There there was a competition in Brazil, under 21 competition, which Andrew Santos could not participate because I even talked to Steven about it. I was like, look, there is an under 21 competition, Olympic Games competition qualify at Brazil. Santos, a lot of the European Brazilian players could not make it. And I'll explain why. It's why because it wasn't an international day, international call up where the countries can call their players from the clubs. It's not international day, so it wasn't open for the good, talented international under 21 Brazilian team to go back and help qualify for the Olympics. So Brazil miss up on the Olympics. I think Argentina and Uruguay are the only team that qualify for that position. It's supposed to be only 2 spots. So it was Argentina and Uruguay who qualified for it. So like I said, we've talked about that. And also Overall transfer strategy analyzing Chelsea's window as a new loan manager. A new loan manager has come in now to help with the development in the loan players. So now, Winstanley, Paul Winstanley, and then the new man. We'll talk about Mitchell. Yeah, we'll talk about Mitch. I think Mitch, right? We'll talk about Mitch later as the show begins. So, guys, are hanging there. Do not go anywhere. Blueclouds Media is here live, bringing you the most anticipating, entertaining, news around the world. Kylian Mbappe, if you guys haven't heard, Kylian Mbappe has announced that he will be leaving PSG at the end of the season. Is being reported by I think Fabrizio Romano has reported is, and also my guy from NBC SN, David Ornstein, have also reported it. And another accredited guy, has also reported the news on Kylian Mbappe. He will be moving on from PSG. I think the best destination place it will be Real Madrid, but I don't know. Real Madrid is the only place that PSG will be letting a Paris. I mean, that is where Mbappe wants to join, but I don't know about that. If Chelsea can put something in there, let's see. But yeah, his wages are very high. So, guys, this is what we have on the show today. We'll be looking at Frankie de Jong's heavily link with Chelsea. Chelsea and Manchester United interested in him. And also, we're going to look at his price tag and what he makes weekly. So, guys, stay with me. Do not go anywhere. We're live on 3 platforms at the same time: X, Facebook, and YouTube. So, hang in there. We'll be back in a second. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Football Minutes Live. Yes, we're talking madness over here. Football madness on this platform. Football Minutes Live, representing on YouTube, X, and Facebook. We are giving you the most anticipated, entertaining sports headline news, and we're discussing it, and we will give you the chance. Put a link in there. We will drop the link in there a few minutes time for you to come on and have a say. Let us know what your concern or what your thoughts are on the topic of the day. And let me go over again and discuss the topic of the day. We'll be discussing the Frankie de Jong 85 million price tag. Does it really worth it? Should anyone pay 85 million for Frankie Beyond and Frankie de Jong? Is he overhyped as certain people think he is? Is he overhyped? We'll talk about if indeed he is overhyped. We'll look at some statistics, his price tags, and all that kind of stuff. If indeed Chelsea can trigger that release clause, 85 million, and bring it in. As we all know, Chelsea are trying to blend the young and the experience together to create a very strong, formidable team that can challenge for EPL trophies, domestic trophies, Champions League trophies. So it's a would I say a big project ahead of all Chelsea fans. And can Frankie de Jong come in? Also, Cole Palmer. We're going to analyze his style of play and what he has done so far with Chelsea and how he affects games and why are people really tagging him to be the next Kevin De Bruyne. We'll also look at Andrew Santos, discuss his failure at Nottingham Forest. Now he's on loan to Strasbourg. That's what the links were saying. Strasbourg move right now. Yesterday he was supposed to, not really physical, but he was supposed to do some blood tests and see where he is for Strasbourg Football Club. So yes, that's a good progress for Andrew Santos. And also we're going to talk about the overall strategy, analyze Chelsea's window, and also we need the potential incoming of the new loan manager. Will also look at that as the stream goes on. So, guys, if you have any question, like I said, drop it in the comment section below, and I'll take my time and then get into that for you. Maya in the building, big up to you, Maya. KFC also in the building. He says a big up to you, Nice Zion. Yes, I'm here. KFC. I 123 love you forever. Also in the building. He says, so running behind a bit. Yes, I was 10 minutes late today, guys. I apologize for the 10 minutes late. I hope that we can have a better stream today. Anyone has any news regarding Chelsea Football Club or any interesting news around the world, we can discuss it on this platform. This is the people's channel. I always keep saying the people's platform, the people's channel. You're allowed to come on and have a say without any fear. You're allowed to drop your comment without any fear that someone is going to read it for you. Yes, I pay attention, close attention to my viewers. They made this show what it is all the time. So yes, thank you very much. I want to love you forever. 1207, big up to you. Nice to see you back in the building. Maya, nice to see you too back in the building. And anyone else that will be joining later on as the stream keep going on, always you're welcome to the platform. And also, I'm not sure if you guys have seen the latest news regarding Manchester United as being the biggest spender in terms of squad building last season. Manchester United have spent billions of billions. It used to be Real Madrid having that record, that figure, but now Manchester United have surpassed Real Madrid in terms of how much money they spend to build last season's team. So, Eric Ten Hag doesn't have any reason to complain. The amount of money he spent on those players last season is mind-blowing, guys. It is mind-blowing. I'm trying to find out the figure that was being tweeted earlier on about how much money he spent on Manchester United. I think the news is right there. Let me see if I can find it real quick. As we are here. Let me see if I can find the news real quick here. Okay, as like I said, I found okay. The news says, according to the latest available financial data, Manchester United accumulate a squad cost of 1.19 billion net. 1.19 billion net, which makes it officially the most expensive squad ever assembled in UEFA report claims. So this is coming from UEFA, and that is how much money they have spent on the players. Players like Anthony, one of them. Anthony is also one of them. Okay, Rafael Varane, who came from Real Madrid, also one of those players. And lots of players, and I think who else can I remember? Casemiro, also one of them. Rasmus Højlund, also one of them who also, I think he came from Ajax. No, I think the Dutch league. I don't remember exactly where he's coming from, but yeah, another player. 1.119 billion. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to think about. Look at their productivity. You expect them to be in the top four. They're not far off from Chelsea. Chelsea are, I think, the 10th. United, I think, the 6-point difference from 6 or 7 points different from United and Chelsea can catch them up. It's Chelsea have taken the chances from beginning of the season. They wouldn't have been complaining. They wouldn't have that much problems right now. So, all right. So that's just by the way. Yes. Maya said Manchester United surpassed us last at least a good win for us. Absolutely, yes. When you talk about good spending, lot of spending, it used to be Chelsea, but now no one is talking about it. But UEFA have to bring that out for others to tweet about it. Imagine if it wasn't UEFA. It was too much money spent. 1.19 billion. Incredible. Jadon Sancho, yes, 90 million too. Jadon Sancho, 90 million. Rasmus Højlund, 80 million. Is it 80 million? Anthony, about 90 million. Varane also around 80 to 70 million, 70 to 80 million. Rafael Varane, and Casemiro, also a lot of money, 70 million. Who is done? Casemiro was actually done. He is done from football, but they brought him in. First season was impressive, but this season, how has it really go for Manchester United? I'm just gonna wait and see if Scala Herbert will be on the platform today. We can talk about those spendings and how does it look for the football club. I know, British billionaire is in the building, bringing in, I think, Mr. Mitchell, new sporting director from Newcastle United, coming in to help Manchester United get to different level. But it's not looking good for where they are, where they are at this moment in time, and 119 billion. It's a lot of money spent already on this football club. But guys, like I said, let's go back. We're gonna go back to the main topic of the day, beginning of it, which is Frankie De Jong. Frankie De Jong. So before we get back to the loan, the loan manager, we'll start with Frankie De Jong for the point in time. We're gonna start with Frankie De Jong. Let me get his information on the screen, and let me share this first whilst we are dealing with Mr. De Jong. Okay. Patience, guys. A little bit patience here. Maya said the Jadon Sancho. Okay, I read that one for Myers. All right, so thanks, guys. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you very much for your patience. This is what I'm trying to share with you guys on the screen here regarding the expenditure of Frankie De Jong. He is at this moment, he's at age 26, which he's not far off the wage cut for Chelsea's new project. But also the good news is they are trying to beef up the squad with a little bit of experienced players. And he's a midfielder. He said he's a midfielder born on 1997, May 12, 1997. Career so far, he signed on the 20th of October 2020 for Barcelona. His contract will expire June 30th, 2026. His release clause has been revealed of I think 85 million right now weekly. He makes 721.140 weekly, and this will be a big problem. My problem. This is going to be a big problem, and I'll explain why it's going to be a big problem. Chelsea have reformalized or readjust their wage bill. They don't want to pay players over 300 and 350. A few players are on 350 right now, which Raheem Sterling is one of them. Raheem Sterling, I think Raheem Sterling, Enzo Fernandez, and who else are on that wage bill. So if you have to bring in, De Jong, it means that this guy has to cut his wages down. Yes, because at least if 500, I don't know if Chelsea will even pay 500,000 a week. 'Cause he is on 721. Is he overrated? Guys, let me know if you guys think that Frankie De Jong is overrated. Because a lot of people said he's overrated. Well, you could argue the fact that he is overrated. All these players coming from Ajax, to be honest with you, a lot of them are really overrated. Anthony, one of them. Onana, who used to be one of the best playing ball goalkeepers in the past couple years. He can't even save a ball. Every shot that you throw at Onana right now will end up in the back of the net. I think it's time for me to drop the link in there. Anyone who wants to join me here can join. That's, like I said, the fans channel. So you should be able to join me on the platform. The link is right there. Anyone watching right now, also, guys, do not forget, you guys are doing an amazing job right now. I had, before I even came up live, I had 5 likes already on the video, which was, that is impressive. 5 likes already on today's stream was impressive. And then you guys were also waiting. Like I said, I apologize for being 10 minutes late, but yeah. So Frankie De Jong, do you guys see Chelsea paying 721 700,000 for his weekly wages? That is too much money in the Premier League. That is too much money in the Premier League. I don't remember how many people make 700. Maybe you can say Haaland make that much. Haaland can be getting close to that amount of money weekly. Kevin De Bruyne also make a lot of money. Raheem Sterling is within the 350 that region. So before Chelsea can bring this guy in, then he has to cut down his wages to be able to fit the bill, to be able to play for Chelsea, because the wage structure is the most important thing that Chelsea is trying to deal with, and they've done it brilliantly. Most of them are within the 150 wage bill within 150. They are within there. Few players. I would say maybe 3 players are making a lot of money. Raheem Sterling is one of them. So we have to look into that. If he really, Frankie De Jong will be the guy for Chelsea Football Club. I know he's a good player, but is he overrated? Is he overrated? Maya said, but I understand why Barca put him on 750k. They don't want to lose him for free. Absolutely, but lose him. If they want to lose him, it is the player himself. If the Bosman rules are also right there. If the player contract is getting close, he has the right. If 1 year is, he has a right. If he has got 1 year on his contract, he has a right to talk to other teams. That's the Bosman rule. And also, if the player doesn't want to be with the team anymore, the wages, to be honest with you, has nothing to do with his price tag. Price tag is what you can talk about. The wages got nothing to do with Barcelona keeping him there or not, because that is what he thinks he wants to make at Barcelona. Barcelona negotiate with him and put him on 750k or over $700,000 a week. But Chelsea can negotiate with him. Say, hey, we cannot afford $700,000 a week. We can only afford $400,000 a week. Would you accept this for a week? If he says yes, you're playing the highest level. You're playing in England. It's different compared to Spain, where it is only always every year two horse race, either Real Madrid or Barcelona. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Barcelona. But England, you got almost about 5 teams that are on top of your tail every season, trying to sneak a point away from you to be able to catch you up. So that's the vows different. People get to know you more in England than compared to any other league, because England record statistics shows that it is the most highest watch league in the world. Most highest watch league in the world. You don't expect anything different but that. So so that's just by the way. Maya is bringing in more information here. Maya, thank you very much for all those information. Let me get Dion's stuff on the screen. So we're gonna move on from that statistics to a different, from I think the screen view, from the profile view picture on the screen right now. Let's get into that one. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I love when I do my illustration and discuss topics with players on the screen. It makes it more interesting. So yeah, Maya said, okay, if we get De Jong, how much do we think they will pay him? I think it wouldn't be from 750k, like you said, to what Chelsea are trying to put their players now. I wouldn't be surprised 400 will be as high as Chelsea would like to pay, because the average wages for Chelsea would be 150. So 150, looking at De Jong experience, he's already had lots of vows, lots of experience, and he can contribute more. But I don't see Conor Gallagher also moving on, because from what I'm seeing, Mauricio Pochettino last press conference, if you listen deeply into what Pochettino was trying to say, he's trying to tell us that this Gallagher is priceless. You cannot price Gallagher, because he sees something good in him. He sees something very, very important in Gallagher, and I think that people have to watch out and look carefully. We have to be very, very careful in who we're selling. Look at how he's playing right now. His performances. Oh, God! Thank God I have Scala on the show now. Whilst we're still talking about Frankie De Jong. Scala, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can always hear you, Scala. There is been
Yeah, yeah.
there's been reports of Manchester United today in terms of how much they spent on their squad last season for for competitions, especially Champions League competition. It appears that United have spent 1.19 billion on the squad building last season. How does it look for the football club, and how good is it in terms of where you guys are on the league and the performance of the football club, and for the manager himself, the kind of players that he brought in, Scala?
Yeah, I did see that report. I mean, it is staggering that considering the amount of money we have spent, and we couldn't even qualify from a group which had Copenhagen and Galatasaray. And it's not that we came last. We weren't even fit to qualify for Europe. So yeah, it is telling. It is not looking good. But yeah, hopefully things might change because now we are looking like putting a structure with the Ineos group. Obviously, it's
Mhm.
well known that we are after Dan Ashworth, and then we are also
Yeah.
looking at the Southampton's recruitment, uh, like the young recruitment guy. So yeah, hopefully things would change because 1.19 billion, and you couldn't even qualify from a Champions League group, and you are not even top four at the moment. So those are the things, those are the metrics which Jim Ratcliffe has to look, and even this Omar guy we got from Man City, he has to look that,
Mm. Apparently, you
and
guys
it
are
could
leading.
change hopefully.
Apparently, Manchester United are leading the record with the most highest spent in the Champions League team last season. Real Madrid used to be the record holder, and you guys are making a record for bad reasons. Do you think it's a bad record or good record?
Yeah, I mean, we have to say overall it's a poor record, considering what we have got out of it. I mean, you cannot put us in the category of Real Madrid because they spend money, but they spend it wisely, and you can see what the outcomes are. I mean, just take a look at uh, Mason Mount. No one knows where Mason Mount plays at United. We didn't need his profile of player, but we spent 55 million. So, things like that. I mean, Anthony, you just put on the screen 80 million. And we not only that, we gave him 100% wage increase from 20 grand to 200 grand. So, stuff like that accounts for it. So that's why, now we know that Real Madrid I mean, Mbappe is a free agent, and
Mhm.
Real Madrid are on it. A player of that quality and that level is as a free agent. Obviously, he will have high wages, but they can balance it out. That's the difference. I mean, that goes way back to 2019 when we paid 80 million to Maguire for Maguire. So, you know, uh, yeah, it all counts in. Yeah, I'm not surprised. In this document, in this report, they have used Anthony as the picture because he can't even get a game ahead of a youth player in Garnacho. He can't even get a game against an 18-year-old kid. So yeah, it's not looking good.
All right, Chel, thank you very much. We have a United questions coming to you, Scala. Maya here. Maya is a very, very strong viewer and a supporter of this platform. He's saying a question for you, Scala. Since the new owners came in, will he invest in getting more players in the summer?
Yeah. Again, we don't right now. We don't know what is the strategy. We are putting in the right people. I mean, Omar Barada, he came in from Man City, and this Dan Ashworth looks to be joining in. So the moves are right, but I wouldn't say that yet because like lots of people, they are like over the top going with this Ineos thing. I'm not convinced yet. I need to see results before I can make a judgment. So will he invest in getting more players? Again, that depends on how well we sell because we are close, very close to FFP.
Mhm.
You already know that. So that's why we wanted like 40 million for McTominay when West Ham came in. But since he would have been pure profit, just like how you did with us with Mason Mount. So we don't have any sellable assets. Even if we try to sell Anthony, we might not even get half of him. We'll be lucky if we get 35 million.
Would you would
So
you guys
yeah,
would you guys go ahead? Go ahead.
yeah. So I mean, I can't really answer the question at the moment because we are very close to that FFP line. So will he can't invest the money because we have to sell players. Yeah, I think our budget will be around 100 million plus sale at the moment currently. So it will be just like last year. So that's why we wanted the Qatari owners because they would have wiped all of the debts, and they would have just like what Todd Bowley has done.
Yeah.
Roman Abramovich, he took all the debt on him. You know, but we are still on debt. We have lots of pending payments for past transfers. So stuff like that. So it's not that Jim Ratcliffe wants to invest or not. We have to sell players. We have to sell a lot of players to meet the FFP.
Thank you very much, Scala. Scala United, guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's Scala United from the United fame. Strong Manchester United fan in the distance. He is joining us on the platform. Yes, if you want to know much more about Manchester United, he'll be your go-to guy to get to. Maya said, maybe give him a 500k plus 20% bonuses. That is coming from Maya. So we were discussing Frankie de Jong, heavily linked to Manchester United and also Chelsea Football Club. In these two clubs, which of these two clubs do you think need Frankie de Jong the most, Scala? And do you think that Frankie de Jong is being overhyped?
I don't think he's overhyped. I think he's a very good footballer. I'm not really sure that Chelsea need. You already got 200 million pound midfielders. How are you going to fit Frankie De Jong? I'm not sure
What
that's
what
going to work. I mean, yeah, I mean
what did you
he's
say
like
again?
a deep line playmaker. Yeah, he's
What did
like
you
a
say
deep
again?
line playmaker. No, I'm just saying, like, however you are going to fit all these three players, Enzo, Caicedo, and De Jong, that's not going to work
Yeah.
because if Frankie plays at six, that's where he plays at Barcelona at the moment. Although he's not really a sitting six, he likes to come out with the ball. He's not exactly a destroyer. I think everyone can agree he's like a deep line playmaker. So if he plays that, let's assume like if you put a pivot of Caicedo and De Jong, then
Yeah.
you have to put Enzo for me as a 10. That's what I was saying that day. I would like to see Enzo Fernandez as a 10. I would like to give him the full freedom of creativity. Maybe that could work. But again, I don't think he is the profile you need. I mean, don't forget that he's on very, very, very big wages, like around 400, something like that. And
Who?
no way he's going to take a
Frankie
pay
de
cut.
Jong?
Uh,
Frankie de Jong?
yeah,
He's on
yeah.
750k, almost 750k.
Yeah, that's why Barcelona want to get rid of him. Unfortunately, they can't because no one is going to pay that wages. Even United wanted him. Don't remember, like we
Yeah.
almost got him, but he didn't
Last
want to
season.
move because of because his wife didn't want to go to Manchester and all that kind of stuff. So, it's not, and don't forget, like Barcelona will want a good sizable chunk of that transfer fee as well, around 60 million. So you have to give 60 million plus 300, 400K. I mean, I think that's way too much, man. I don't think even Chelsea have that. I don't think Chelsea will do that anyways. And I mean, I
Well,
don't think
what the
if Chelsea can't do, yeah.
reports over there saying Chelsea can spend 200 million in the upcoming summer transfer window without selling any of their players. So imagine if they sell their players, it means they have 300 million where they can sell, and they have players like Ian Matson, whose price tag right now is out.
Yeah,
Is
I know. Like you can sell a lot
is
of players. You
release
have players like
clause?
Ian
Yeah,
Matson, Lewis Hall, Conor Gallagher, who are going to make
yeah,
you full profit. So I'm
yeah.
not doubting your selling capacity and your transfer budget, but I just feel like
You don't need
Chelsea
them.
right at the moment they have too many midfielders. Like they have too many players who can do play in that position. Don't forget you have Chukwuemeka as well. Cole Palmer can play as a 10. I mean, if you get, I can see Dion coming in if you sell Gallagher. Maybe in that way, maybe you want to replace him, but I think that leaves very less flexibility. Then you'll have to play these three players, Enzo, Caicedo, and De Jong. You would have no other option. And
That's true.
I mean,
Even
that's a good
we
problem to
haven't even
have.
seen Lavia yet. Lavia also is not
Yeah,
even
you bought
there.
Lavia for 45. You outbid Liverpool for Lavia. So
Yeah.
you have too many midfielders at the moment. Midfield is not really a big problem. You have to get a striker. That's your big priority. You have to get another centre back, a good centre back, someone like a Delict, because Thiago Silva, he's done.
Mhm.
This could be his last season. So maybe you could look in that direction because Delict, he's not playing at Bayern and he could leave in this summer. So you need a centre back, you need a striker. Midfielder is not really a priority for you guys. So I mean, I won't be surprised if you get him, but you have to get a striker, man. You have to get someone who can score goals. So
Thank correct. Yeah.
maybe not Osimhen because I don't think you are going to get him. Maybe like someone like Ivan Toney. I think there will be a bidding war for that, and when Chelsea get into bidding wars, they
No,
usually
far
win.
off. If Rude Ivan Tony off. If Chelsea were gonna get Ivan Tony, they would have get him this January transfer window. There's no need to bring Ivan Tony, who will be almost about 28 years, 29 years old, or 28 years old in the summer. You don't need Ivan Tony. If Chelsea needed him, they would have bring it in this January transfer window. He doesn't fit the bill to me. Big up to you, Thomas Hopkins. Big up to you. He said I just subscribed. Love the show. Thank you very much for being part of this community. Welcome to Football Minutes live on Blue Clouds Media YouTube channel. Thank you very much for being part of the show. I'm telling you the truth, you will love it. You will love it. And I'm very, very happy to have new members. Guys, do share the screen for us here. And guys, do not forget to like and subscribe to Blue Clouds Media YouTube channel and share the video for us. Share the screen for us as we still live. Maya on the show. Maya said, I think a 2-year loan spell will do for me. Buying him will be a big issue. At least I don't think a player of his caliber would like to go on the loan for 2 years. If he's gonna go on a loan, maybe a year. If there is no option for him, a year will be what he's never gonna take a 2-year loan from Barcelona. Maya said that we were forced to spend 120 million on Calcedo because Brighton didn't want to lose the player. Yes, they did not want to lose him, and Chelsea wants him so bad. So they have to be pushed to sell him. AJ, big up to you, AJ. It's AJ asks a beautiful question. He says, "Who is Dan Ashworth? Is he any good?" And that is the question. Is it Dan Ashworth? Is it the guy for United or is it the one for Chelsea? Let me find out the right name for the guy for Chelsea. Scala, is it the Dan Ashworth? Is he the guy for United? The United guys are looking in for from
Yeah,
Newcastle United.
that's the one, Dan Ashworth. He's at Newcastle, but
Yeah,
United have approached him, and he would like to join us. Now we just have to pay the compensation to Newcastle and all those documents. They want him to go on a gardening leave for 1 year, and United don't want that. So yeah, he is definitely going to join United. He's not a talent scout. He's like a supervisor of recruitment. He
mhm.
negotiates and closes deals, and he will be basically working to reorganize the recruitment network. From the academy to the first team and the women's team as well. So yeah, he's like the go.
Are you there, Scala? Are you
Hello.
there, Scala? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
can
can
hear
hear you.
you.
All right, go ahead. Oh, I thought
Yeah. So
you. I thought you cut off.
no. I was just saying that he'll be like organizing the recruitment network. He
Okay.
is not going to do the recruitment, but he will help close the deals. He will have the final say for all the incomings. So that's Dan Ashworth. If you look at his record at Brighton, he
Mhm.
was responsible for bringing players like who's this Chelsea right back you had? Uh,
Right back.
you loaned
Oh, the right back we have right now. Right back, we have
not the
Malo
one
Gusto.
you had. You gave him to Brighton, the Ghanaian kid, the right back.
Oh, you're
Uh,
talking about Tariq Lamptey. Tariq Lamptey.
yeah. So he was responsible for that. He was responsible for bringing Mitoma. He has done well at Newcastle. He basically closed the deals with respect to Bruno Guimaraes,
Right.
Sven Botman, Isaac. So he knows his stuff. So that's why he's highly coveted. So that's what we are trying to go in for. We already got Omar Berada, don't forget, from Man
Yeah.
City. He's one of the best COO going around, and now he is the CEO. So at United, so yeah, we are going for the best in class when it comes to a structure. That's what I always wanted. That's what my go-to thing was. Like, put the people who are who know their stuff. So yeah,
All right.
that's Dan
All right.
Ashworth.
All right, thank you very much, Scala. Scala is giving us an insight of Dan Ashford and other people that are coming to Manchester United and help. Although they spent 1.19 billion net on squad building last season for the Champions League, it has revealed they have surpassed Manchester Real Madrid. Sorry, Real Madrid for the one they were leading for how much? And you know, Real Madrid, although they spent every year, they are rated highly to win the Champions League. And this time too, they are still in there. Big up to my big brother who spoiled the show yesterday. But brother, bro, wait for me. Wait for me. I'm just finding some few time. I will come on the show and support our show. I will support the show for you. So if you have any content you want to create on that very day, make sure you get everything out before I log on. Because when I log on, you all you're gonna hear is pom 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 from beginning to the end. I'm telling you, I will support that show with nada on the platform for you. So I'm telling you, bro, be careful. Watch out for me. You spoiled my show yesterday, and thank you very much, Chelsea Perspective. Much love to you, brother. You have really shown the brotherhood. And I know I know the relationship between you and I, even behind the scenes. So thank you very much for the good thing you do on the platform yesterday. Maya said that he got in Mitoma. Absolutely. He said a big up everyone in the channel and big up to you, Maya, coming from a Chelsea perspective, another big brother from the Chelsea community. He says a big up at Chelsea perspective, Coach Hiller. Hope you are well. Yes, I hope he's doing very, very well. He's doing good. I'm good, Maya. Absolutely. Much love to you too. Much love to you too, bro. Much love to you. You are so incredible. Yesterday, if you're a player, I'll say you were terrific on the attacking front yesterday. You scored all the goals, bro. You scored all the goals, hat trick, breaks, and everything. Is there any name, Scala? Is there any name to players that score 4 goals? They have a brace, they have hat trick. What about 4 goals?
Come again?
What about if a player score 4 goals? Is there a name for a player who scored 4 goals? Besides a hat
Uh,
trick and then a brace.
no, I don't think so. I think it's just 4 goals. Yeah, I don't think so.
We'll make it Patrick. Patrick. Yeah, good. Just a perspective score Patrick yesterday on the platform. Much love. And Maya said, "Nee and Coachella connecting. Absolutely. Yeah, why not? This is a brother that supports my channel. Why wouldn't I connect with him? And I support his platform, and he support me, deeply. His time different, 3 hours different from my time. But he's always finding time to create content for his viewers and the people that really understand what he's doing. It's not that easy. So I always say, although those that don't support us, if you find them, if you see them on their platform, just support their platform because there is a lot of work that goes into content creating, especially someone like that. Because imagine if you are watching TV. Let me put this out there, Scala. Scala, give me a second, okay? Let me throw this out there real quick. If you are watching TV, remember there is the host, there is panelists over there. Without a panelist, the person himself over there is the host. He is the producer himself. People like us, we are the producer. We are the graphic designers. We are the sound engineers. We are technical engineers. Everything. You might not see everything that goes on in here, but there are a lot of machines here that the host have to control the color gradings in terms of the lighting. And if you don't know much, there should be a lighting, how much you should have the light in, and this lighting is measured in kelvins. So you have to figure out how much light do I have to have in the studio, what kind of aperture, the irises and everything you have to put on the camera to be able to match up and give you the balance for your streaming. All this host person here called Nee, and that's what my brother just a perspective also have to sit down and put all this together before he can have a show and have a beautiful show that you guys like. So when you see content creators, although the person is sitting in his living room, you have to give the person that credit because the person put a few things into it to put that content out. So we do a lot of work over here, and a lot of you sometimes don't even see it. When you jump on the people's platform, all you some of you do is to just criticize them and then walk away without even putting a like on their video. Which to me, I said that's very very harsh. If viewers and stuff like that. Although if you don't like it, just take it easy. Try and know the person. Try and know the person before you judge it. So that's just by the way, but I love my brother Chelsea Perspective. Thank you very much for jumping on the show again today. Welcome to the channel, Hawkins. That is what my mods are doing. Yes, big up to you, KOC, back in the building. Big up to you, Chelsea Perspective. Much love to you. So we're gonna get back to the show again. Get back to the show. I think right now we are done with Frankie De Jong Manchester United show. We're gonna move on. The next one we're gonna talk about is Chelsea. Chelsea, new loan manager that Chelsea have brought in so far. So let me share that with you, and I'm very very happy to have Scala on the show. I want to know his point of view on these Chelsea move so far. So reports came in yesterday from David Ornstein of the Athletic. Also he worked with the NBC Sports channel. He said Chelsea is set to appoint a Josh Marsh, Josh Marsh as loans manager. He will recruit. He's going to be in the recruitment of Swansea head of football operations, led by CFC sporting directors with Stanley and Mr. Stewart, alongside loan player technical coach Kudicini. So these three men will be working alongside this new guy coming from Swansea Football Club. I had a lot of negativity coming from the fan base, like, oh, okay, who is Swansea? Why should Chelsea go and get this person from Swansea Football Club? It's not the football club, to be honest with you. It is the personnel, what the person have done, his track record, and that's the reason why Chelsea look into Stewards and with Stanley. They've done something good in the past, but it looks like they're not getting the job done right at this moment in time. And they will be reviewed. They will be reviewed in the summer and see if they're capable of staying at the football club, or do Chelsea have to bring in different people with different ideas to come help the football club? So this guy will be looking after the loan players like Andrew Santos, who was scheduled to have a medical, and the medical was just a lab test and stuff like that at Strasbourg yesterday, and signed a new loan deal until the end of the season. So yeah, he'll be looking at all those players. Ian Matsin at Borussia Dortmund, and Detro Fafana with Burnley, and other football players. You could talk about Mario Hutchison with Ipswich. You could also talk about Detro Fafana and Humphreys with Swansea. Yes, Humphreys is in the same football club. Yeah, he plays for Swansea, same football club that this loan manager is coming from. If you guys don't know Humphreys, he was our right center back. He played a lot of games during the preseason practice. So he was with them. Scala, are you there?
Yeah.
Yes, Scala, what do you make of Chelsea's move, bringing in a loan manager from Swansea Football Club, who used to be the head of football operating department for Swansea City, to be part of Chelsea's recruitment team?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's I mean, it's definitely a positive. You can't criticize that because, I'm not sure like Chelsea could be right on top when it comes on the topic of making money from youth academy. So
Yeah,
when you have players like that, when you have like a revenue generating model like that, it's always good to have top people handling that. And I think he's going to be looking like he's a loan manager, so he obviously will be taking care of all the players who are on loan and analyzing their position. I mean, as there were a couple of players who have gone out on loan, but they haven't got the time to play.
yeah,
So, that's a positive. I mean, it could only be, as I said, could be only good. You can't really criticize that appointment. I mean, if a player is not doing good on loan, his value is not rising. if in case
Br-
he has to be
Brilliant.
sold. So if like you mentioned Fofana, if he's not playing at Nottingham Forest, now he's at Burnley, isn't he? So
Yeah, he's
he's
a
doing all
Burnley.
right now. Yeah, so he's
Yeah.
doing all right now. So to manage that situation, you have someone experienced in that department. So I guess that's only a positive.
So, guys, if you're wondering who that person is, he is on the screen. He goes by the name Josh Marsh, another loan manager who will come in and help things out. So, thank you very much, Scala United. Yes, Scala United, aka Herbert. Herbert. It goes by Herbert, but now he has a screen name. Scala. Thank you very much for joining us here. If you're still there, the link is there. You can still click on it. Anyone there also have anything you want to discuss regarding Chelsea bringing in a loan manager to help things out? And this guy will be in charge of all the loan players. I've mentioned a series of these loan players already. Mario Hutchison, Ian Matson at Borussia Dortmund, Mario Hutchison at Ipswich, who is doing brilliant, scoring goals almost every other game. He's been brilliant right now. Another good signing that Chelsea brought in from Arsenal Football Club. He chose Arsenal. He's already had his debut with us with Chelsea already before going on loan to Ipswich. He's doing brilliant in the Champions League championship. Also, we have Mario. Mario. I said that was Humphreys. Yeah. Bashir Humphreys, another player playing very well with Swansea City. A whole series of them. Santos also will be signed. I think he's supposed to sign a new contract yesterday with Strasbourg. So, guys, the link is right there. It's time for you guys also to have a say. So don't be shy. The link is there. Click on it. I'll drop the link there again. Click on it. Also, if you're on Discord, I'm gonna drop our Discord link. Be part of our Discord section, and do not forget to subscribe to Blueclouds Media Discord server. It's very very entertaining. Like I said, we have the room, the gossip room, the game room, the private chats, then all kind of chats over there that you can get yourself whichever one that you prefer. You can be right there and enjoy the server. Yeah, there's so many stuff. There's so many memes you can also use to your advantage. So yeah, join the team every day. Let's discuss Chelsea FC. Very very important. Let's discuss football. That's what I am. I love football. You don't have to be a Chelsea FC content. So I will drop my Discord link there. Click on it and follow me and send me a message. Send me a message. Shoot me so I can verify you and add you to our private chat or our main chat. Yeah, I will send a link in there. Oh, a lot of links are in there. And also let me know where you're watching us from. If you're watching us from X, YouTube or Facebook, please let me know and I can shout you out. A big up to you, Bambi. Bambi, like he liked the video of watching us live on Facebook. He just put a like on the video. Thank you very much, Bambi, for putting a like on the video for us on the Facebook section. So we continue with the stream. Next we're gonna talk about Ace Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is the guy. Is he really the new Kevin De Bruyne? As a lot of pundits and accounts are saying, does he play like Kevin De Bruyne? Well, I would say, he's getting there. He's getting there. It looks like he is injury free, and I don't want to jinx him. I don't want to jinx him, man. I don't want to jinx him. He's been brilliant for Chelsea. His performance has been massive right now. So, who do we have on the show today? We have Maya on the show. Maya, welcome back to the channel again. It is a fun channel, the fun calling time. So the link is there. Anyone watching, you can come on and have a say for a few period of time. Welcome again to the channel, Maya. And how are you doing? How's the family doing today?
Oh, big up Neil, big up everyone. Thank you for having me in the panel.
A pleasure, a pleasure. What do you want to discuss on the show today? We've discussed a lot already. What do you want to add to it, Maya?
I just wanted to look at more about this guy, the loan manager, like his
Okay.
record, like in getting
Mhm.
the players, especially recruitment, is really good. Apart from like the directors we've gotten so far. So I just wanted to know his stat, like his overall, why we hiring this guy.
Yeah, I think I did not get much information on him. There wasn't much time for me to do that. Although the news came in a little bit, I think either yesterday, but couldn't get much time to find all his attributes. But I think I'll get you some more information as time goes on, as the stream is going on right now. I'll get you some more information. But as I'm getting that information for you whilst we're live, what's your thoughts on how people are comparing? You know, are comparing Cole Palmer to be the next Kevin De Bruyne at Chelsea. What's your thoughts on that comparison? And how do you see Cole Palmer's performance so far with Chelsea?
Mm. Um, that is I think for me, like apart from like been watching Kevin De Bruyne's career, like since he joined Chelsea. Like I don't want to compare him to Cole Palmer. So he still needs a lot of time for that type of status. For me, Cole Palmer needs a lot of time. But he's still a young player. He just came in the football club, so yeah, I'll give him years to prove himself. And he's been outstanding. He's like our outstanding player, because he's our top goal scorer as well. And he's probably again our top assister, I'm not sure.
Hmm.
But yeah, as a young player, and you have already like scored your expectation of the whole season, like that it shows what type of character he is. Like he's born to be a player. So yeah, we really need to keep this guy, by all means necessary. Got him for 50 mil. Yeah. Which is, yeah, I'm happy. I'm just happy that we got this guy at the end of the day, man. So yeah. But in terms of Kevin De Bruyne, it's too early for him. Nah, Nee. What do you think, Nigo?
Well, this I think Cole Palmer is a revelation for Chelsea Football Club. It was a last minute signing. No one thought Cole Palmer was going to go to Chelsea. But so far, if you look at his statistics, he scored 20 goals. And the main striker who we are Chelsea fans are looking on to score the goals, Jackson, hasn't done as brilliant as Cole Palmer has done. And it looks like he is too young for Chelsea to rely on him each and every week to pull up the magic. He's the guy that does the magic each and every day for Chelsea, and he's very, very young. I understand how people. It's not about the statistics and his performance alone. Why people tag him as to be the next Kevin De Bruyne. This guy plays in his body movements, the way he put the passes in for players to get onto it is the same style. Remember, he is coming from the same teacher, which is Pep Guardiola. The teaches them the same way, so he's also learning and does the same thing that Kevin De Bruyne does on the pitch. So they play similar role, but Cole Palmer is more seen on the wing than De Bruyne. But I kind of understand why people are trying to compare him to Kevin De Bruyne. But he will be brilliant as young as he is right now. I think he's 22 years old, right? 22.
Yeah.
22. Yeah, he's
I
got
think it's
lots.
it. I think it's 21. I'm not sure,
21.
but he has a lot of years to fully develop, especially coming from like a big club in Chelsea. He has a lot of years to develop to his full potential. He can even end up going to Madrid if he wants to. But like at the same point, like I want him to like grow in a comfortable squad, like in a most proper squad where they will teach him instead of him now carrying the squad. It's like now Cole Palmer is carrying the squad. I don't want him to do that. You know, I want him to look up to someone else and like learn from that person as well. And that's how football players are. So yeah, a lot will change for him, but I'm really happy where he is right now. So yeah, I'm
All thank you very much, Maya. Maya, we're still on the Cole Palmer situation being compared to Kevin De Bruyne. at this moment in time. We're still back on Josh Marsh. Josh Marsh is the guy we are discussing right now, and my brother Maya wants to know much more about Josh Marsh, what he's really achieved. According to what I'm reading, Josh Marsh himself over here. Reports are saying that Josh Marsh, he arrived from Luton Town. They saw him assume a responsibility for all Swansea's football operation. With that, the club described as a particular focus on the player recruitment. Swansea, who have Chelsea's defender. So when he moved from Luton Town to Swansea City to be their head of recruitment, he brought in a player like Bashir Humphreys is the guy that I talk about. Very very good player for Chelsea. He's on loan, 1 year loan to Swansea City, and as of this moment, he have been criticized. Josh Marsh has been criticized for their transfer work in recent window. So, if Swansea City are criticizing Josh Marsh, I don't like this thing on my screen over here. What the hell is this? I can this advertising thing here. I don't know how to get rid of it. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, so he has been criticized by the football club for some of this transfer that he has been done already. He's been doing already. So I don't know, but he's not going to be recruit players. According to what he's going to be doing at Chelsea, he will be keeping eyes on our loan players because we already have people in charge, which was Stewart and with Stanley, and also we have Carlo Cudicini, who apparently he's been looking at players too. So he will be working hand in hand with this guy to look into our loan players. He's not going to be recruiting players. So Myers, I don't think you should have Maya. I don't think you should have any worries over there.
Oh, so he won't be recruiting players, though.
No, no, he
Alright.
won't be recruiting players. He will be
He'll be
looking.
dealing with the loan deals and all that.
Absolutely.
Ew, if he
Cruz
can
Bunter.
pin, if he can pin like experienced players like with loan deals, like I'll be comfortable with that. Hey? So yeah, like let's just see how what he does in the club. But yeah, the board, the directors want him, so no, nothing will change. Like I said, we'll continue to talk on Twitter. Nothing will change. So
Absolutely. That is my for you. Says nothing will change. Crude Bunter, big up to you and welcome back to the family again. We've always been missing you. I've seen you 2 days in a row, man. You're doing good. Always remember your brother is in here. He's putting hard work and he's created a channel for all the fans. And try as much as you can to come on and support your brother on the show. Chris Bunter said another yes, man. Yes, man. He said again, we had the great Makalele doing that great job, and we sacked him. I'm not so sure if he was being sacked. According to what I read, Makalele left, but sometimes people leave without knowing what really happened. You know, even rumors were saying that Todd Bowley came in and sacked Peter Cech and Bruce Bach and on, and all these people. Sometimes we don't have to dwell so much on speculation. We have to wait until the right story comes in later on. And remember, apparently, the Peter Cech broke the silence 2 days ago. He said Todd Bowley did not sack him. He left. He left the football club on his own. On his own. What do you call it? On his own fate, on his own something, on his own. I think on his own terms. Yeah, that's the right word. On his own terms. Peter Cech revealed that 2 days ago. I think he was working with Sky Sports, where he said he left the football club on his own terms. So sometimes let's not take everything that comes to the media serious. Let's just take it as a pinch of salt and move on until we get the news in the future. So Peter Cech really revealed this, and I don't know much about Bruce Bach, why Bruce Bach was being sacked. And you know what? You have to remember the old regime have done lots of, would I say, dodgy things, lots of dodgy things that is affecting the football club now. The old regime, so many paperwork that did not go right. That is why the club That is why Todd Bowley came in, and he knew that the club was going to be sanctioned or banned for 2 seasons of not doing transfer. So, in the idea of the team bringing in that amount of players in one window was one of that reason. Was Chelsea were going to be sanctioned, we're going to be banned. So what do? We have to bring in this number of players to help out. So should in case we can't get our transfer dealings done, we already have these players. So that was one of the reasons. So let's dig deeply into it and find out the truth before we criticize some of these owners. I support the owners. I support them because they are the owners of Chelsea Football Club. I can't support any other owner, but I support these owners, a team that I support, and supporting them. When they have my support, I'm sure they will be happy to make sure they do the right thing to get this team to the winning ways again. It will take us time, but I believe the process is there, and I do believe in the project. So that's just by the way. We've talked about him. We're gonna move on from the Josh Marsh situation. We're gonna move on to the next topic. We've talked about Cole Palmer performances. Right now, let me highlight a little bit on Cole Palmer, Maya, whilst we're here. Oh, Mr. DJ, the father of the channel, is in the building. Big up to you, DJ, and good evening to you, and welcome back to the channel again, DJ.
Yeah, big up, Nee. Big up to you, bro. And big up, I'm not sure who's on the panel with you today.
Maya.
Big up
to
DJ,
you.
big up, bro.
Big up, Maya. How you doing? You good?
I'm all good.
Good.
Oh, yes,
Good. Yeah. Big up to everyone in the comments, by the way. You know the drill, guys. Smash the like and subscribe to the channel as always.
Brilliant. Smash and like the videos. Drop a like on the video and subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. If you haven't, it helps us go a long way. So whilst we have the father of the channel here, DJ Sav, we've gone through a series of topics. I'm frozen. Thank you. Let me fix that real quick. I just realized that I'm frozen. So DJ, let me ask you this question. So whilst you're talking, I can refresh my link so that it won't be everything won't be silent over here. We've discussed lots of topics right now. We've discussed the incoming of the loan manager who will be working alongside with Sterling and Stewart, and also with Cudicini also in there. The I think his name is Josh Marsh, and also we've discussed the link of Frankie Dion. His price tag is out, which is 85 million. And I'm asking the question: does it really worth it, or is he overhyped? So any of these topic, you can get on it, and then I'll be right back, DJ.
Yeah, bro. Listen, Frankie De Jong. Listen, he's not overhyped. He's a good player. I'm not going to overhype him. I mean, he's a good player, but he's not. For 85 million, I think the question needs to be asked: are these owners going to go and spend that kind of money on him? The answer to that question is no. I'm not very happy about what they're doing at the moment. Another Brighton person. You might as well just take the lion off the shirt and put a Brighton sign of a seagull there at the moment, because we're becoming Brighton FC, and it's for me that for me is not what I like to be seeing. I know a lot of people are down with this. There are some fans that are down with what the owners are doing. I have to turn around and say, I'm not down with everything they're doing. I've said that to you from before. And bringing in another Brighton guy to this football club.
He's not from Brighton.
No, there is. Did you not read another one? There's another guy coming from Brighton. They're going for his head of recruitment. The guy who replaced Win Stanley. There's another guy coming in. A guy called something Jewel. His name is going to be also another guy that's coming in from Brighton. It was the latest tweet that went there. Have a check on that tweet. It's coming in, and apparently Brighton now are also considering looking at different managers as well, because it looks like De Zerbi's going to go in the summer. So we all know what's going to happen
DJ,
there.
Who's that? Who's the tweet coming from?
I'll tell you who it is, bro. I've got to get. I've got to go and get it. I saved it on my thing. Let me get it for you. Hold on.
Yeah, whilst we're here, so I can check into it, and then
the thing I go is, if I come off here, right, I'm gonna cut off on you, and I don't have my iPad anymore.
All right, don't worry. I'll find
check
out
it
whilst you're talking. Yeah, I'll check it.
Check it. Go and check it, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay. Sure.
So there's another guy. So if we're going to go down this avenue, mate, as I keep saying, why, a question I have to ask the question I think has to be asked is, did these owners buy the right football club? because if they travelled a little bit more down the M23, there's Brighton. Should have bought Brighton, man. They could have kept Caicedo. They could have kept everyone at the football club that they wanted to do and brought to Chelsea and spent less money getting all these guys in when they could have kept them all at Brighton. Because that's what we seem to be doing, mate. We're shopping in Brighton. I mean, it's for myself, Nee. I mean, I'm not very happy about it. I'll be honest with you. I know you're saying you've got to give these owners whatever, but I thought that they've learnt their lesson by now. Look where we are in the league at the moment. We finished what 12th last season. We're mid-table again this season, and I've got a feeling next season we're going to be mid-table again because these owners don't seem to care what they're doing. And and this is why I can't always get on their side for situations like this. Any person out there would tell you, you want to make our football club great again. I'm not saying go and buy the world. I'm just saying get the right people in. Get a Paul Mitchell in, for example. Let him then choose the next manager if Poch is not going to be that guy. But don't keep on going down this avenue of the Brighton avenue, because that's all we're doing at the moment as a football club. Like I said, you might as well take the seagull off the badge. The lion off the badge and put a seagull up there and be Brighton number 2. That's how it seems at the moment, but I'm sorry. You know what I mean? As a Chelsea fan, I'm not happy in that way. I'll be real with you, Nee. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I understand and I know how you feel. I've been looking around to see if I'm going to see anything from any of these manager, any of these tweets. DJ, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Okay.
I can hear you.
I'm having some kind of technical problems right here.
I'll find it for you. What I'll do is I'll send it to you via X, mate, and via Twitter, and I'll also send you the thing as well.
Since a lot of accounts are not saying much about it right now, I'll take it like a pinch of salt. But if I see some more after we're done streaming, I'll dig into it and then I'll bring it up and add it to tomorrow's stream here. So that's just by the way. Thank you very much. DJ Sav is the man. Am I frozen? My camera still there? Something is happening right now, damn. DJ, okay, we have other topic over there. If you want to discuss it, let me fix this real quick, DJ.
Yeah. Well, sorry, bro. What was the other topic? Sorry, the other topic was.
Hey, Manchester United also have spent 119 billion on last season's squad alone. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, they've made mistakes like we have. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say we're innocent and all that because they're more or less done the same thing. But if you look at position in the league, I think they're probably smiling more at us than we are at them. And that should be the case because they went through that bad patch. Everybody was almost writing them off. They seem to be picking up results again. They seem to be going in the right direction. Now this ownership's now being agreed. There's 25% by the new owner that's coming in there. They're going to make that club great. And look what he's doing. Straight away he comes in. What does he go and do? He takes the Manchester City guy that used to be at Man City, bringing him to Manchester United. He's then going down he's going down the avenue, going to Newcastle and taking their best guy from him. All right, and bringing him to Manchester. Why can't we do something like that? Do you get me, bro? They're doing the right thing and we're doing the wrong thing. Because you know why? The difference is they want to keep Man United at the top. That's what the difference is between these owners, between this guy coming in there and our owners at the moment. Our owners want to season mid-table at the moment. And they seem to be happy at that, being mid-table. But us Chelsea fans are not happy at seeing that, bro. And whether you can come on in and say, whether you're going to come at me and say, no, DJ, I don't think that is the case. At this moment in time, you can't blame Chelsea fans for feeling that way because you just got the proof is in the pudding, as they say, right? Look what these guys are doing at the football club at the moment to tell you everything you need to know of what they're doing to our club at the moment. They're absolutely ruining it. They destroyed a winning team, all right, by selling all our good players, all our some of those players people would say had to go. But they were still Champions League winners. They still won the Champions League with us. They got rid of Thomas Tuchel. I know there's some fans out there, and I know there's some some amongst the fan base there that wanted Thomas Tuchel gone. And big up to Cruz Banter, by the way, because I know he was one of them that wanted Tuchel gone. Big up to you, bro. Been a long time since I've seen you on here, so I know he wanted him gone. So but United are actually getting things in the right direction, and I tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me if they end up getting rid of Ten Hag. They're going to go for the next best manager out there. So again, you can't blame them. Yeah, they made mistakes, but so have we, bro. But at least they're up in the table. Where are we? Do you get me?
I mean, they have just like you said, they've made lots of mistakes, and I think this is very very hefty mistake they've done, but it will take them years to correct these mistakes. See Casemiro, who is done right now from the highest level. Rafael Varane, who cannot stay fit, is always injured. Anthony. That is not proven. They spend over the odds. You're talking about 90 million plus on Anthony, who hasn't achieved anything, hasn't win nothing. They spent so much money. They got rid of Van der Sar. No, sorry, not Van der Sar. They got rid of what's his name? The Spanian goalkeeper, De Gea. They got rid of De Gea and brought in another keeper who cannot even save anything that come into his goalpost, which was Nana. So there has been lots of mistakes. So I mean, I understand there wasn't a sporting director, but the recommendation from this manager hasn't helped Manchester United at all. And they still got players there that they can sell. I mean, if they're thinking of, I was going to ask Scala, but unfortunately Scala left. I was going to ask him, well, you guys have a price aspect over there. What's his name? Henacho, yeah. Henacho, they call him. There's big money prize on him. Yeah, they can get almost about 50 million out of that player and get rid of Casemiro, Varane, and this defender they bought from Crystal Palace who don't want to leave. Not Crystal Palace.
Sorry, are you talking about Iheanacho or Garnacho? Garnacho, if it's Garnacho, he's a good midfield. He's a good player.
Yeah,
we're talking about the Argentinian winger, yeah.
Yeah, it's his name. His name's when you look at it, it's Garnacho, but it's pronounced Henacho.
Henacho.
Henacho. Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking about the Argentinian winger.
Yeah,
he's a good player. He's
the one I'm saying that they can get some good money out of.
Well,
because they can't sell. They can't buy players in the summer. They can't buy players because FFP is really close to Manchester United and they don't have the money to buy players. So the best way they can buy players is selling some of the assets, and they don't have a whole lot of assets to sell. So they have to let some players go, and they have to sell some assets like Henacho, sell that player, and then bring him some different players because they have Rashford who can play in the same role where Henacho is playing. Rashford is right there. They're not getting the best out of Rashford. You get what I'm saying? And he wants to leave the football club. Let him go to PSG, invest the money into another player. This is the right time to sell Rashford if they think Rashford is not helping the team. DJ.
Yeah, that's an interesting one because every time Mr. Rashford comes on the summer transfer window every summer, it's like, am United going to sell him? Are they going to sell him because he's had half a bad season? But he always seems to pick it up. He always seems to pick up towards the end of the season and starts getting back to where United fans know he has to be and where he does go where he is, which is a good player. All right. You say they've got no place to sell. They have got place they can get rid of. I mean, you've got Martial, who's going to end up probably going. You've got Maguire, who I don't think is going to be there in the summer, come the summertime. I also don't think the midfielder, the one everyone he always seems to come on and score goals from the Scottish midfielder. What's his name? McTominay. Yeah, that guy. They're going to sell him and probably get money for him.
The Blue Bridge is bringing that out, DJ. Sorry to cut you off. The one that I was trying to look for it that I couldn't find. Max just dropped that out there. He says, Excel, so Chelsea makes approach for Brighton head of recruitment for second time in 14 months. This time, Sam Joel is the name. He's in the building right now. I don't know what's wrong with this camera. What the hell is wrong with this camera?
and he replaced Win Stanley.
Max Burton is in the show. Let's big up to another father of the community.
Is that Max?
Another father of the community. Big up to you, Max.
Yeah. Long time, man.
I haven't been on for a while, been busy, but yeah, it's nice to be on with DJ as well because I haven't spoken to DJ for ages. So.
It's a pleasure always speaking to you, Max. Hope you're well, bro.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. So thanks for having me on.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have legends like Max joining the show again. Guys, if you don't know much about Max, we still got numbers here. We got quite a bit of people, about 6-7 people watching live on YouTube. Other platforms are also the guys. If you're on other platform, this man over here he has done a lot of work, just like DJ Saab. They are the Chelsea OGs, the big men that have been with the football club for ages. Yes, Max. He used to be by the YouTube channel. Max. What's the name again? Max. Betting Ballers, yeah, Button Ballers. So, guys,
it was
he's
Burton Ballers. It's
yeah,
now the
Betting
Blue Bridge.
Ballers.
I don't post as much as I do nowadays.
Yeah, so
That's
the Blue Bridge is right there. Is the name. The channel has been changed to Blue Bridge. So, guys, if you don't know much about him, yes, if you want more statistics and history about the football club, please, the 3 dots in there by the name, click on it. It will take you right to his channel. Subscribe, and anytime you upload in the video, show some love to him and then ask more question. He will get back to you definitely as soon as he gets the question in his whatever he upload this video, he will get back to you. But let me ask Max. I know Max is on about the Brighton connection with Chelsea. Max, go for it. What do you want to tell us on this?
Yeah, I've listened to DJ, what you're saying. I know I can understand the discontent from a lot of our Chelsea fan base at the moment. But for me, I don't know. I don't think it's that deep. I know because what's happening with Paul Stanley, we've been burnt already. And the proof hasn't been yet. We haven't seen what he can do at the moment. Because the philosophy at the minute, I could understand the philosophy, and I think you mentioned it earlier that they mentioned that we may get a ban because of past demeanours by the old owners. But I just feel that the policy that we had of just buying a lot of young players, for me, that hasn't given us the balance that we need. So I think we could still have got some more experienced players. We don't have to splash the cat. I'm not talking about spending like 350 a week like we do for Raheem Sterling. But there were players out there. I'm sure DJ knows about Paulino being Portuguese.
Paulino from Fulham. From Fulham.
Alina.
For me, I think he would have been a good shout because of his. He wouldn't have been expensive, and I don't think he's going to be demanding massive wages. So for me, I think people like that we could have got rather than maybe getting less inexperienced midfielders. I'm sure that there's like an attacker. We haven't addressed the area of attack yet. We spent all this money, didn't really buy an attacker. So I believe that's why a lot of the Chelsea fans haven't got a lot of faith in what they're seeing with Winstanley and Stewart at the moment. And so that Brighton connection is always going to, until we start to see things happening positively, there's always going to be question marks about going back to Brighton. Because obviously Potter was unpopular with a lot of our fan base. This guy, Winstanley, hasn't really done it. And so this new guy coming in, there is going to be a bit of apprehension. We got to realise as well that the guy who was in charge of Brighton, who really was their the reason why they bought in a lot of these players, was a certain Ashworth, the one who Manchester United are going for. Dan Ashworth was at Brighton.
Dan Ashworth, yeah.
Before, yeah. So, and also we've got this Tony Bloom, who is their owner. He also gets some data. He owns a data company apparently, where it's only him who knows what the algorithms are. So they haven't shared it between other data analysis teams. So what it does, it crunches out all this data. It comes up with a formula and it gives you a list of players. And then they get their scouts to go and look at those particular players, and then they'll make a decision on what players to buy. And obviously, it's a good system because we've seen that Brighton scouting system's good. So just going out and getting one of their scouts isn't going to fix our issues because it's more than that. It's more than just getting their players, getting their one of their staff. I think Brentford have a similar system as well, where they have some great data analysis team. That's why you see Brentford. They produce the likes of your Mopes before that. When Mopey was replaced by Ollie Watkins, and you can see what Ollie Watkins is doing at the moment. And after that, you had Ivan Toney. So a lot of the times they have a good success rate when it comes to scouting players. I know we want to go down that data route because when they first came in, that's what they said they were going to be doing. It's more data driven. So as I said, time will tell because at the moment we're not seeing it, but 2 or 3 years down the line, we may be seeing what they're planning to do, and it may make all sense. But you know what football fans are like. Football fans are impatient. They want to see things happening now. If it's not happening, they'll be starting to ask questions. And so and we're a fickle bunch as well. So all it needs is us to probably beat Liverpool in the cup, move at that table, finish in 6th place, and then a lot of our fan base may be saying, this is what this project is all about. So I don't know, but it's, for me at the moment, because it's not working, people are going to be asking questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Max. Brilliant submission from you. What's your thoughts on another news came out today that Chelsea has set to appoint Josh Marsh as loan manager recruitment. He's a head of recruitment from Swansea Football Club. I think he was coming from Luton Town to Swansea, and there's been question marks on his recruitment that he did at Swansea. But luckily, he was able to bring in Bashir Umfram from Chelsea to the football club before leaving the club. And he will be starting his job with Chelsea, I think, the coming March this year. What's your thoughts on that too?
You know what? I think, again, as I was saying before, because of our league position, everything else, I think everyone is looking too much into things like that. Okay, I can understand the recruitment one, but this guy's just the head of the loan army. Eddie Newton had that role before, if you remember. It's not that deep. You just be keeping an eye on the loan army and making reports on them, making scouting reports and everything else, making sure that everything is okay, making sure that they're at the right club, etc. So it doesn't matter where he comes from. So who knows who the scout is, who the head of the loan army is for Liverpool, for instance, or Manchester United or something. These are not senior roles. These are more junior roles at the club. So I just feel that every time an appointment's made, the fan base make too much a bigger deal out of it. So for me, it's not that deep. So I don't care because I don't know nothing about him. But at the end of the day, if he's looking after our loan players, I'll judge him when he gets into the club, not before, because I'm just that sort of person. I always like to give people that opportunity to prove themselves rather than being negative before somebody's even come out. I like to just give everyone the benefit of the doubt. That's what I like to do. If in 2 or 3 years' time this guy hasn't been doing his job, then I'll be critical of him and I'll want him out the door. But until then, I will just see how it goes.
And brilliant and beautiful. I haven't had you on the show for a while, but I have a series of questions directly to you, Max. I know the club has been ups and down, the team has been ups and down, and inconsistency has been the most important talking point of this young team, and we know it was going to happen. What's your take on Mauricio Pochettino so far with these young players?
Yeah, for me, he could be doing a better job as far as I'm concerned. I feel a bit for him because I think he was crying out for a bit of experience. He did say that. So he hasn't the personnel. I don't think suited to his style of football at the moment because if you look at the profile that he had at Tottenham, totally different to what he's got at the moment. He had flying fullbacks at Tottenham. With Reece James out and Ben Chilwell just coming back, he hasn't had that opportunity, so he's had to play people out of position.
Well, Reece James has started kicking ball. Reece James has started kicking more
that's
likely.
good. Positive news. I saw that today. That's positive. But I don't know why he didn't like Maatsen. I don't know for what reason. I think it's to do with his height, they said. You see what Maatsen's doing at the moment at Dortmund. I think he could have tried him in his favourite position at least, just to see what he could offer us. Danny Rose wasn't the tallest, if I can remember as well. But mind you, he had Wanyama and what's his name, the midfield, Dembele in the middle of that
maybe
park.
Max, you think maybe he doesn't have that much option with at Tottenham Hotspur, but here at Chelsea he has many options which he can choose from who he wants and who he doesn't want.
Yeah, but again, it was a sort of misprofiling of players for some reason, playing Colwill as a left back rather than trying out Maatsen, things like that. I just feel that if he could have helped himself a bit better, even though we've had a lot of injuries. Like, for instance, the lineup we saw against Aston Villa, then that 3-1 cup win, no coincidence how we played, because I like to see someone like Enzo playing the deeper role towards the left-hand side. But again, he didn't have a full-back there, because obviously with Ben Chilwell there, it gives him a lot more room to operate as well. So also, again, people like Sterling, he's a bit inconsistent. And what we saw against Aston Villa, which we didn't see in the first half against Crystal Palace, but then we saw in the second, was the lines between the distance between the midfield and the attack and the defence was a lot shorter, so they couldn't play between the lines. Before this season would be too easy to break down because there's been too many big distances between our players, so there was no connection between midfield and up front, and I just feel that that's hampered us a lot this season. So, and I like Silva, don't get me wrong, I do like Silva, but I think when he plays, he slows down the play just a little bit now, and we have to play slightly lower block or mid block when he's in to compensate for his lack of pace. And I think that sort of hampers us a lot. So I think even in that, he's got to make some brave decisions. If you look at Antonio Conte, remember when he came in, John Terry, we were still the captain at the time, but he gradually phased him out. He didn't play a lot in that title-winning season. He still had him around because that leadership in the dressing room was there, and he played the odd game. But I think we should have tried to phase out Silva this season. I'm not disrespecting the guy, by the way. I think he's still a good player, but I just feel that for the profile of player we've got and the type of football that Pochettino wants to play, I think the personnel, he could have used different personnel, and that would have, I think, strengthened his position. I think would have been higher at the table if he had been a lot braver in some of his selections.
Okay. Would you say because of his aging, and that for that matter, the reason why he slows the game down, he's not giving us the high line with the players can push the game up, but he's lacking his pace, so he's always fall behind the deep line instead of playing on the high line.
Yeah, because obviously with that lack of pace now, he's got to compensate by dropping the lines. And if you look at even when we had what's his name here, Tuchel recognised that we had to protect Silva. That's why he played a three at the back. So you had people like Rudiger, and whether it be Chalobah or Christensen, they could cover him behind, so they can compensate for his lack of pace. But when we're playing a four at the back, then that's asking for trouble, I think, when you've got like an aging defender. Because the Premier League, as you know, is all about pace and power and strength, and you've got to be quick. You see Neto, the way that he was breezing past him in that game against Wolverhampton Wanderers. But so, as I said, I don't want to feel like I'm knocking Thiago Silva because I've got a lot of respect for him. But as a manager, sometimes you've got to make those difficult decisions to help the team.
Great. Did yourself and Maya, do you guys have any question for big man Max? As we have him here, we can't have him all the time, but if today we're lucky to have him on the show, it's a blessing. Let's get the best out of him whilst he's here.
No, 100%, Nia. I've missed not sitting on panels with Max because we used to do it almost every. Was it almost every? It was every week, Max. We used to be on a different stream and doing different streams, chatting Chelsea about the club that we love. I'm like Max, as you know, Nia. I'm very much an old school Chelsea fan. Max probably would go back further than me, a little bit more further than me. But in terms of, as you said, in terms of anything you guys want to know about Chelsea, the old what they used to be like, he's your guy. Go to him. He'll tell you everything you need to. He told me some things that I didn't even know. So it's always good to get that kind of advice from somebody. But in terms of questions for Max, I think for myself, Max, I think the main question for me is the reason why I've been saying what I've been saying is because I just look at the way we've been. I mean, I know we keep going back to the old ownership and seeing how these new owners have come in, right? I know things have to change. I've got a little bit used to change, but I guess what I'm not getting used to is seeing these owners going and buying just youth players and trying to expect them to work and getting rid of all our senior players.
Yeah, that's the issue that I had as well with that. The balance wasn't there, and that's what I said. That's the criticism I've got with them is that we didn't get that balance because, as we know, the reason why we've had up and down performances this year is because youth are inconsistent. We know they're inconsistent. If you look at Cole Palmer, for instance, he'll have 3 or 4 good games. He's going to have one bad game in 3 or 4. He's not a bad player, but he's young. Yeah. And sometimes with young players, that's what you expect from them. So if you had an older player playing next to them, if you had a lot of better balance, like for instance, when Trent came into the Liverpool team, for instance, he's still making mistakes now, for instance, at right back. But the difference is you've got an experienced player like a Van Dijk or somebody like that who
behind
can
him
cover for that. But when you've got 8, 6 or 7 in the team, then you're going to have up and down results. That's why we were so woeful against Liverpool one week and we were outstanding against Villa the next week. And then the first half against Crystal Palace, we went back to being woeful again. And
typical, man.
Yeah,
oh, no, that's typical.
We've just got a lot of there's a lot of ups and downs in this team, and that's because, as I said, young players all playing together, and we've got no real leadership in the team as such neither, and that's the problem. With Reece James has been out injured. He's meant to be our captain leader. He can't stay fit, can't stay healthy, and that's the other issue with the team about staying healthy. Is it Poch's the way that he trains them? I don't know. What's the training like? Because it's a bit. Sometimes you say it's bad luck, and you can't call it. You can't call it bad luck if it's happening time and time and time again. Sometimes you need to question why it's happening all the time. Is the recovery? What's the recovery like? You grew up with Jose Mourinho, like I did as well. Where what Jose Mourinho used to do is when we were 2-0 up or whatever, he used to
shut up shop.
Just get ready for the next game. If you can get a third game goal, well and good, but I don't want you going full throttle throughout the game. Yeah. And he used to manage the play. Because how many injuries did we get under Jose?
Hardly none.
Hardly any.
Yeah, hardly any.
That team stayed fit and healthy throughout, and that's because he had a close relationship as well with the medical
team.
Obviously, let's not talk about Eva, but still.
Let's not talk about.
But he did have Brian English, I think, was a doctor at the time.
Yes, he did.
And what they used to do, if a player wasn't 100%, he didn't play them. He wasn't playing them. He wasn't risking them. The only one I think he got frustrated was Aaron Robin because he used to get loads of niggly injuries and everything else. But apart from that, I can't think of anyone who really had a lot of injuries. And again, not only that, it's because that's why he insisted in having 2 quality players for every position.
Yep.
So the reason why James, I think, has been injured a lot is because we don't have any replacement. Now we've got Malan Gosto. I hope we manage and reach James a lot better because we've got somebody now who can come in, fill in, and do a job. So we don't need to play him as much as we have done in the past.
Yeah.
All right. Max, DJ and Max, Maya, guys, if you're watching us live, wherever you're watching us from on YouTube, X, or Facebook, don't forget to drop your questions in. We have a man, a legend who has been with the football club. If I call him a legend, I mean a long-term supporter of the football club in earliest of the, I think, would I say the early. I would go back to maybe the 80s, the ending of the 80s, late 80s, and early 80s. He's been around there for quite a long time, and he support the football club. So if you have any
I'm going longer
question,
than that, mate.
yeah, I'm just giving that out to our young supportters. Young
I go
supporters,
1978.
I go to the 80s.
1978.
I
yeah,
go to the 80s, Nick.
yeah. I'm giving out to our young supporters who might not have a question that related to the in 70s, at least 80s, to which I found myself in that regime, that 80s, early 80s. But I've been supporting the club since 1998, so I wouldn't have anything to say in 1995 until 1998. So that's where my question lines. So guys, if you're watching us live, wherever you're watching us from, if you have any question, we have Max. He has a very, very beautiful YouTube channel. Very, very exciting person. If you look in the comment section below, the three dots are right there. Click on it, please click on it. It's very important. It will answer your questions as they come in. So if you have any question for him, send it to him.
In the close season as well, I probably need to invite DJ on as well because I want to do a podcast where we talk about the olden days so that fans can get to know our history. Because a lot of fans don't know our history.
Yeah,
that'll be brilliant.
Yeah.
That'll be beautiful. That'll be beautiful. It'll be very, very nice. I don't know much about the the olden days, the 70s, the 80s. I wouldn't say. I can tell you something about the 90s, the early 90s before the Roman Abramovich came in. I can tell you a lot about that. That one, yeah. I mean, our new supporters who were born in the 1990s, the 2000s, will not know much. We now know much, but then we have brilliant people here, and we still got 9 of us watching live. If you're a Chelsea fan and you've been around and you have questions regarding the football club, we have legends here. DJ Sav in the building. We have Max also in the building. He owns the YouTube channel called the Blue Bridge. Yes, Blue Bridge. If you hear the name, the Blue, that should tell you that he is a true and true Chelsea supporter. You can drop your questions in, and they will give you very, very interesting answers that will make your day. I'm telling you, interesting answers that will make your day. We hardly get this man on the show. If you have him today, then we are blessed to have a wonderful guy like that. So you have any question, guys, please drop it there, 100%. Drop it there. And don't forget to like and subscribe to both YouTube channels. Click on his name and subscribe to his channel. If you add yours to it and add mine to it, it will go a long way as the channel still we're still there. So like I said, Maya, I think we lost Max for a bit. I think Max will be back again. Will be back again. Maya, do you have any question? You've been quiet for a while.
Since Max left, I wanted to ask him a question.
He'll be back. He'll be back. Max will be back. Don't worry. Okay. Drop your question. He's hearing you.
I wanted to ask you guys, like, if we get Frankie de Jong in, like, would he be like, will he fit in the system between Enzo and Caicedo? Because already we see Enzo Caicedo don't really work like each week. They can gel one week, the other week they don't gel. So if we get Frankie de Jong to help them, so will he fit in this system or not?
Max,
I'm sure you had Maya's question. If not, I can repeat it to you.
Yeah, sorry, I just jocked for a minute. Yes, I don't see where Frankie's going to fit in. Actually, I think that's just rumours. I can't see us getting in, to be honest. But we've been linked with every single midfielder in world football. I think every single player in world football. But with Frank, I can't see him coming in. I don't think he fits in to what we've got because, as you quite rightly said, Enzo plays that role. We're stacked with midfielders at the moment. We've got so many. We've got a guy who's never even kicked a ball for us yet, or played 6 minutes, 7 minutes of football. in Lavia.
Yeah.
So I just put that down to rumour. And when I see stories like that, I kind of ignore them. There's nothing concrete on that, is there, about the Jong? Because I know Barcelona will need to sell all their players, so they're probably touting them to everyone available.
Thank you very much, Max. Another question coming from me. We've seen the a lot of our players have gone through injuries. What's your take or what's your thoughts on Fofana? Wesley Fofana hasn't kicked a ball. Do you think that with his injury, he's going to get recovered? He has no chance. I don't think he has any chance to play for Chelsea this season. Do you think he has any future at the football club with his injury record and injury situation?
You know what? I know that he's had a lot of injuries. Hopefully he can get it sorted out. But what I do like about Fofana is his mentality. This guy is a mentality beast. So I think if anyone can come back from these big injuries, it's him. But what we need to do, like I mentioned before, when I said what Jose used to do is manage players' time, we need to manage his time. Because we've got like Basassi, we've got Badiashile. I know Silva's probably going to be going at the end of the season, but we need to be looking at them closely. And if there's any inkling that they're going to get injured again, you take them out of the firing line, give them a bit of a break, and then you bring him back in later. But I think he will come back. These injuries that he's had have been, unfortunate. When you think there's a couple of knees of it, injuries, one was a leg break as well. They're not muscular injuries. They're more sort of niggly. Like Reece James, I'm more concerned about because it's mainly muscular. And I've seen with muscular injuries, they always reoccur. I think he did have an operation, didn't he, James? And his sister, we saw, sister Lauren, she had a similar operation.
Yeah.
And you see how she's come back strong as well. I think what we should have done with James was to give him an operation earlier rather than letting him play through. And I feel that would have been best if he had the operation at the beginning of the season. And he'd have been ready to come back now. But yeah, with Fofana, I think he can come back strong.
Okay. I knew he was supposed to have that injury a long time ago during the World Cup, which he chose not to do it. And we saw
but the club should have been stronger though and said, no, we want you to have it. Because I'd have preferred him to be out at the beginning of the season, come back for the business end, rather than not have it. And then obviously you see the impact that he's had so far this season, where he hasn't really been able to sort of come in and play a sustainable game.
Brilliant, beautiful stream is being today. DJ Sav in the building, Maya in the building, and the legend himself, Max, the owner of the Blue Bridge YouTube channel, is also in the building, and he's giving us all the answers that we need. We've discussed a series of topics on the show. We've talked about the role of Cole Palmer, why people target him to be the next Kevin De Bruyne. I know it's early days yet, but his inclusion alone, how he affects games with his team. He's very, very young, 21 years old, and he's performing brilliant. He's terrific all the time. It looks like a Chelsea's talisman. He is the one that Chelsea rely on to get the goals each and every time on the pitch. So brilliant. We've talked about that also. We've talked about the incoming of Josh Marsh as the loan manager. We've also talked about another recruitment that Chelsea is trying to make, which I haven't seen that yet, but they've been reported. I'll probably add that to my content tomorrow. Another one that Chelsea is trying to recruit from Brighton Football Club. So yes, there are rumors. It's not just rumors. Yeah, there have been tweets on it also. So we'll talk about that also. Mr. Max have given us insight out of that topic. Also, we did talk about Frankie de Jong also, and he gave us his insight of if this guy can be a player that can come in and help. He said he doesn't see him to be him coming in to be part of our team because we have too many midfielders. Apparently, we got too many midfielders. So I think we've touched a lot of topics here. DJ, is there any that we haven't reacted to?
No, I think you've covered. I've not had a chance to look at Twitter. I keep calling it X Twitter. I keep saying it's called X now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's X. You're right.
I haven't had a chance to check a lot of things today. I mean, I understand. I only knew about this one from the Brighton guy, the Brighton one, and the De Jong one. I only knew about the De Jong one until it was just mentioned, obviously, on your stream.
And there is something else which I saw today, which may affect our transfer business, because you know that Mbappe has announced that he will be leaving PSG apparently, and so PSG are looking at Osimhen. So apparently, so that may affect our transfer dealings, because obviously we've been heavily linked with Osimhen as well.
Do you think Chelsea can do the deal with Mbappe, Max?
No.
No chance. No chance.
No. Without European football, we've got no chance of getting it done. And if we're looking at financial fair play, then I think we won't be able to, because he's going to be looking at 500, probably at least 400,000 a week, I think.
Yeah, we have 200 million to spend.
Yeah, but I can't see it. I know the noise is saying that. I think he's definitely Madrid bound. I know he said that he hadn't thought of anything. He was always going to say that, but I just think that was done and dusted.
I mean, if we sell Gallagher, if we sell Conor Gallagher, we sell Matt Sain and some other players we have on loan, we can make almost 300 million added to get Mbappe in and give him 300 to 400. We're done with it. We don't need a striker.
Lukaku.
Yeah, we don't need a striker. And Max also
we sell Sterling, because that's 350.
Oh yeah, Sterling has to go. Sterling has to get his wages alone. We can add his wages.
Well, there was news yesterday coming out that I think it was either today or yesterday. I don't know if you saw it as well. But, about Sterling and
getting rid of Sterling.
And Silva. They're not going to be part of the Chelsea future. They don't see them in the Chelsea plans or the future for next season.
How much is Silva on at the moment, DJ? Do you know?
I think
I'll get it.
Is it 100? I'm not sure, Max. I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't got the wages in front of me. I can't remember.
Yeah. If that 350,000, what we're paying for Sterling, can go towards Mbappe, then I'm all for that, definitely.
But you know what, Max? The hardest thing of all is, Max, we had Mbappe on our. We had him on. We had him. We had him on our books.
We had him, but then we deemed Tammy Abraham and Solanke. Apparently, that's why we didn't go for him, because we wanted him to come for a second trial, and his mother was offended by that. I'm thinking, this is Mbappe. He's not going to be going for a second trial. So,
Thiago Silva
the Chelsea shirt. And
Thiago makes 110,000. 110,000 euros.
So it's not that much, is it?
Yeah, 110,000 euros. Pounds. Sorry, every month. So it's not that much. Looking at Sterling makes 350. We can add some of that money.
And what's Lukaku's?
100.
And what's Lukaku's? 300.
300 as well.
Yeah.
Another one. Get him off the wage bill. Another one.
Are we?
Enzo Fernandez also makes a lot. Enzo Fernandez also makes a lot too. Quite a bit.
Yeah, he's on on an 8.5 year contract.
He's over 300 too. Enzo is over 300.
Yeah. Is Max still there?
I'm here.
Max is still there.
Yeah. I'm still there.
Yeah, I mean, this news of Osimhen, it wouldn't surprise. And the other thing, Matt, you touched on it already. European football. Can you honestly see Victor Osimhen coming to Chelsea without European football?
Yeah. Even to play the Europa, what's the Conference League? I don't think he'll be.
He won't. Nah. So that's another one. We can probably say another one off the books. I'm not getting.
But Max, if you look at the performance of Victor lately, would you say he's going to be the guy that Chelsea has to spend 120 million on?
I don't think he's a 120 million player. But you got to look at, obviously, don't judge things by tournaments, because sometimes you look at a tournament. If you look at Messi in some tournaments, it's only the last 2 World Cups that he really performed to his high standards. Not saying that he hasn't turned up, but to his high standards. Even in this last World Cup, I thought he was outshunned by Enzo and Di Maria. I thought for most of this. But so in tournament football, sometimes it doesn't give you a fair indication of what the player's like. One thing I'll say about Osherman, though, is that he needs the service to thrive. I don't think Nigeria, I saw that match with Nigeria.
Yeah, he didn't get no service.
And that was the most negative football for a team who were lead in the final, and to play that negatively. They invited Ivory Coast onto them, and he just wasn't getting anything. He's not a player. He's similar to Haaland in a way that Haaland is not somebody, if he's not getting a service, Haaland's not going to be a person who's going to be doing it on his own like an Mbappe or somebody like that. He's going to be somebody.
Max,
give him the.
Max, we can't hear you very well.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Max. I can hear you.
You sound very far away. You remember the
can
sound?
You hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear better now. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was walking away from my phone a little bit, so I didn't know. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, even Haaland, he's a sort of player, give him the service, and he's going to score you 40 goals a season. But if Man City don't give him that service, he's not a player who's going to do it on his own, like an Mbappe or like a Thierry Henry or somebody like that. And that's similar to Osherman. Osherman, I think, will work at Chelsea, especially if Reece James comes back, because if you look, even Gusto, because Gusto's good at crossing the ball. One thing that Nicholas Jackson doesn't offer us is aerial threat. He scored his first headed goal the other day when it sort of came off his head. He didn't have to do a lot for that header. So he doesn't get into the box enough. That's why I think there's a stat that came out a couple of weeks ago saying that we had the worst cross conversion rate in the Premier League. I don't think it's because our crossing is poor. It's because the people don't make the right runs to get onto the end of some of these crosses. What we have with Osherman, he's a beast in the air. He's gonna keep defenders honest because he's somebody whose work rate is really good. So I do think, and he scores goals wherever he goes. You know, he scored goals in France, he scores it in Italy. So I think if he comes here, he'll have no problem adjusting.
I agree with you, Max, 100%. Because the other day I was looking at statistics, and Chelsea have mixed 40 big chances. 40 big chances. So imagine, I was even saying, if the 40 big chances that we've mixed, let's add those half of that big chances onto our goals right now. We will be much on a better position in the Premier League. 40 big chances, that's a lot. 40 big chances.
That is. And he's someone who can finish.
Yeah.
That's one thing he can do. Yeah.
All right. Brilliant and the beautiful stream we've had today. Let me get a few words from the guys before we call it today. I'll start from Maya. Maya, let me take a few words from you before we call it today. Maya, you have anything you want to say?
Nothing much. I'm just glad that I learned something new today from you guys. So yeah, big up from everyone as well.
Thank you very much, Maya. I really appreciate you spending the time with us over here in the studio. We'll go to DJ. DJ, help us out.
Yeah, bro.
Final words from you.
Yeah. Listen, it's always a pleasure being here. Big up to Maya as well, and it's always a pleasure speaking to Max. You know how much I have respect for everyone. You know, obviously I've known Max for so long in terms of his streams and stuff like that, and obviously yourself, Nee. But it's just great to be talking to him again and chatting football. I bet his son must be a happy Arsenal fan at this moment in time. I bet you he must be. He must be a happy Arsenal fan. He must be. You can't blame him. You can't blame him, mate. It's an opportunity for him after such a long time. So
yeah.
But yeah, as always, it's a pleasure talking to you as always. And again, Max, hopefully we'll catch you on another stream again, bro. I hope we do.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, DJ. Max, let me get some final words from Max. But Max, please tell me, how did one of your kids support Arsenal?
Yeah. Oh boy. That's what happens when you have a freedom of choice. I believe in freedom of choice. Thinking that he'll choose Chelsea, because at the time Arsenal were terrible. So you think it's obvious. You give them a choice, they're not going to support a club who are useless when Chelsea have been winning titles. So he proved me wrong. He just wanted to be different. He said he wanted to be different, and So, and at the time, I didn't mind it because I could always tease him, and there was a lot of banter in the family household. To be honest, he's being quite kind to me. He's not really teasing me as much as he should be. So, but Zayn, on the other side, Zayn is my other son, who's a Chelsea supporter.
Yeah.
And what is...
I know him. That's the one that's doing the videos with you all the time.
Always, all the time,
Yeah.
all the time. Big up to Zayn.
Proper
Big up.
Chelsea.
But I tell you what's heartbreaking is that he doesn't watch as many of the games now because he's kind of disillusioned with the season, and that's, for me, it's kind of heartbreaking because you know, we want the future. You know, these kids are the future, and you know, they need to feel that connection coming back with a club. So I'm hoping that we can get that connection back, so that the likes of Zayn and the new up and coming supporters don't fall by the wayside. So the club really need to do their best to get that connection back. It's good what they're doing with the ball boy. You know that ball boy, not ball boy, the mascot, who was left stranded at Anfield the other week. I thought that was really bad. They've invited him down to the training ground so they was trying to make amends there. So, but it's always good to be on the show, guys. And me, as I said, I'm quite busy, but when I can, I'll try and jump on and support your channel. You're doing good things with your channel. You keeping it going, and it's good to see. Very professional channel, and I will try and spread the word as well when I do my shows because you deserve a lot more viewers. Yeah, I think sometimes the more sensible you are, the less people want to watch you nowadays. If you're kicking and screaming and being a bit emotional and not rational, then those are the sort of things that get the views.
I know. That's true. Yeah. I know. You'd be surprised.
Say, just keep being honest to yourself, and that is, you know, don't try and do things just for life.
Absolutely. Professionally.
Do what you're doing and just be honest with your views, and that's what I admire about you and, you know, others, certainly some others, you know, like Chelsea Perspective and people like that who are just honest with their views and they're not doing it to chase clout and changing with the wind, because we've got a lot of our fan base these days who are just what I call flip-flopping between views just to be popular, and I question sometimes, do they have the club at heart, or is it doing it for some ulterior motive? But as I said, I appreciate what you're doing. Let's keep it up.
Thank you.
And
thank you very much.
It's nice, DJ, as well, because I know you're one of the sensible supporters as well, and it's always nice to have a conversation with you. And who's the other guy on? Sorry.
Oh, Maya.
Very good supporter of this. I'm the youngest supporter that's gonna bring the other supporters to this football club. I love this football club, man.
That's good to hear. And it's nice hearing your views as well. Nice to see hear a different perspective as well. So yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Great guys, for having you guys on the show. What a day has been. I wasn't expecting all this, but today's show has been brilliant. I think we averaged almost about 20 likes or something like that. It don't matter. We know the right time will come. And Max DJ, I've talked to DJ already. I'm making provision. I'm making plans to drop in the UK very, very soon. Hopefully, before summer. I'm just working on things. Hopefully, I will drop in the UK before summer. And when I get there, I have to be able at least go across left and breadth of London. Yeah, at least DJs have a series of guys that I'll need to meet. Max, you're one of them, because I want to get that close connection.
Tour as well. Have you done the bridge tour before?
Bridge tour? Me? Yeah. Me? I've never been to London before. It'll be my first time. Never.
Let us know that we can do this. I've done the tour before a couple of times.
It's
I don't mind doing it again.
I
don't mind doing it again with you when you come over. Just let us know and we'll.
I'll love it, because I'll bring enough equipment, crew to make sure. Yeah, and also what I'm trying to do is I have to use my my company to have a stadium tour. So I'll be speaking to Chelsea FC before I come there, where we can do something in the studio. So that is why I'm trying to make that arrangement. I'll send official letter into the.
Get me an invite to Cobham if you can get to Cobham as well.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll speak to
Yeah.
you and to get more information on how to get that, so I can get the paperwork with my company details and then send that information to Stamford Bridge and then make sure we can get some content out from there.
Yeah.
Sit down a couple of us either on the touch line or and create the content, or maybe in the stand and create the content and get the stadium tour. I want to do that. I want to have that connection London, because I've done a lot of job the preseason here, but I want to be more connected in the UK too. So,
And believe me, you'll love the bridge tour. Honestly, you will love it. It's really, you go. They take you in the ground. It takes you to the press room. They take you to the changing rooms. Everywhere, mate. You're gonna love it. Isn't it, Max?
Exactly. And unlike the
Loving
Arsenal tour, you'll actually see a couple of European Cups sitting there.
Yeah. That's all of them as well now, isn't it? That's all of them, Max. Because we got the World Club. We got the World Club. We got everything now.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So yeah, I'll be getting that ready, and hopefully I'll be there with my crew to take some nice shots, great content, sit down and discuss the football club that has been there for, I think, 1905. Yeah, 1905.
Yes.
Absolutely. So
We
yeah,
won our first title in 1955. 1955 before Jose came and done it for us in 2005.
Yeah.
So all the fives.
all the fives.
I was
Yeah.
living it. All
We
the
actually
fives.
when they bought the club, they bought it and they built the stadium for Fulham. They thought Fulham were going to move in, but Fulham refused, and then that's how Chelsea were formed. So just a little bit of history to end the show.
Yeah. Thank you, Maya. You had a lot, right? All right. So guys,
Yeah, I
enjoy
heard
the
a
rest
lot.
of your. Huh? What did you say, Maya?
No, I was saying I heard a lot. So
Okay. Great. Brilliant. Guys, you've heard a lot. You only heard it on Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. We still got 4 of us watching live. Guys, please, it'll be a pleasure. Just go and subscribe to this man's channel, a legend. Right now, subscribe to his channel. Look at the comment section below, the 3 dots. Just click on it, and then go give him a subscribe and like some of his video. Go in the back of some of his video and learn a little bit more. So when people are just waffling about Chelsea Football Club, you already know the fact, and then put them in the right order. That's what this man tell us to do. So it's been nice, it's been authentic, it's been healthy, stream and nice debate on the platform. So guys, I wish you guys the best of the evening. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Have a good night.
Okay,
Bye
thank you.
Dan.
Regards to the
Cheers,
family,
everybody.
Max. Regards. Take care.
Cheers.
Peace out,
Thanks,
man. Peace out.
Thank you, guys.
Peace
Bye-bye.
out.
Bye.
Peace
Bye.
out.
Bye.
everyone.
Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.